Hello,
And I'm gonna.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rundown episode. I think this is number what, 16 or
I
something?
believe it's either 16 or 17.
Yeah. We've been doing this for a bit.
I'm
Holy
proud of
shit.
us.
Yeah, we've been on it. We've been on it.
Good for us.
I'm Evan from HIMediaTV, joined by Brian No. Ortega, my brother in Christ. I need you to fucking change. After this episode, you and I are going into your YouTube channel, and we're changing your fucking YouTube app to something that isn't long as shit with numbers at the end.
That's not even the YouTube one.
Anywho, but we have a lot of stuff to go over today, mostly because over the last week, like every game company has dropped their load, and so there's lots of new games that are coming out. Some of which we know that were coming. I saw a new Doom from id Software coming out as a spoiler, and I haven't looked at anything,
Yes,
but I
sir.
just saw the
Yes,
Doomery,
sir.
and I was geeking. I was so excited.
Did you
Um,
see? Did you see him with the cape? I won't say
I
more
did.
than
I
that.
didn't. I didn't. I haven't seen shit.
Okay.
But June itself is a large day for like this month for gaming is goofy
Holy
for me.
shit!
It's goofy
Like
for
it's
me.
crazy.
Like so,
It's crazy.
I'm an
But
so
October, oh, I won't spoil anything, but October this year is gonna be the month of
well.
gaming.
I mean, it's called Broketober for a reason.
I'm
But
not gonna say anything.
June this year has been goofy. June this year has been
Ooh,
particularly goofy because on the third,
what day is it?
gold,
It's the
gold,
12th. It's the 12th today.
yeah, and
Like, imagine that.
yeah, and here's the thing. The third, Gold Road came out. Gold Road being the new expansion for the Elder Scrolls Online, where you are having to fight against a new Daedric prince. That's the fucking story. It's crazy.
You also don't you get fucking Elden Ring in a few days
Elden Ring's
next
on the
week?
21st.
Shit,
I
it's
have a live
crazy.
I have a live
It's
stream at
crazy.
noon. I have a live stream at noon ready to fucking go for that. Like I'm gonna be playing that all fucking day. And it's going to kill me to take a break for 24 hours until the 23rd, because the 22nd is my girlfriend's graduation party. So I will be stopping Elden Ring, and I will be going to go be with her and spend time with her because it is her day to celebrate, and also it's going to be a way for all our fucking relatives to give us money so we can live, and that's
Gotta
important.
show the missus some love,
A fucking man, I love Meadow more than I love Elden Ring. That's an easy thing to say. But you know what comes out today?
What?
A new area and expansion in Fallout 76. So it's like
Yeah, I
I'm
did
just
know that.
going. It's like there's
It's
just so
crazy.
it I'm
It's insane.
June's a huge month for me. I haven't had a chance to sit down and just binge Gold Road yet. Like so and today I'm
I don't
probably
even
going.
know what is that.
It's an expansion for the Elder Scrolls Online. It is the Skingrad area of Cyrodiil, and it's connecting both Cyrodiil and the location of the what's it called, the Gold Coast. There's a huge swath of the map that has been added, and this is a giant fucking expansion. And they also added something called scribbing, which is quite literally making your own abilities, which they haven't added, which hasn't been in any Elder Scrolls game since Oblivion. So this
That's
is in an MMO, so it's like how the fuck they balance this is I have no idea, but it's
Yeah,
goofy and
that's gonna be crazy.
I love it.
Real
I love
quick,
it.
you should also pull up the Xbox trailers just alongside this video in case we don't get the full trailers in this video.
Well,
I don't know if we will.
that's what oh my god, I'm fucking squeaking. No, but that's what I originally had pulled up. It was the entirety of the trailers.
Oh, okay, my fault.
You're good.
I just didn't want to react to the full conference, like with them
Oh
talking.
no! This is just no. It's just the back-to-back trailers. It's just the back-to-back trailers. But, ladies and gentlemen, a couple other clean house notes, because it's going to be a long ass episode, and we're going to be talking about just games for the rest of the time. A jury has just found the Chiquita Banana Company guilty for funding death squads in Colombia, and are forcing them to pay reparations to the families of those death squads had killed. These death squads operated from 1997, the year of my birth, until 2004, and this legal ruling could possibly open up more consequences for American corporations committing crimes against humanity all across the world. So this is very, very good news.
We fucking love that. We love that shit.
TikTok live streams are hell, and I hate it. And as much as I block and say not interested to every fucking live stream I see, the gaming live streams are fine. Gaming live streams are fine. Come watch me play games on TikTok. Watch other people play games on TikTok. Azim is very good. There's plenty of funny e-girls playing Stardew Valley. Like, all of that's perfectly fine. The issue I'm having is that sad-ass man children are still having man versus bear debates a month and a half after that Discord has died. So please touch grass, you pathetic children. I beg.
I'm not even gonna ask what that is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I'll send you a video I made. I do a series on my YouTube channel called the TF They Doing Over There, which is here's some things going on in some parts of the internet you might not be aware of, and I covered that in one of those episodes. So,
real quick before we get into new games, I just want to focus on the. I don't really like the Valve situation going on with TF2, man. Not that I personally play it. I'm not claiming that I do. It's a fuck situation, though. They're just milking it dry with the whales, and the bot situation is insane. They refuse to acknowledge it. I understand why, but at the same time, you're such a great company. You're just making a big, dumb decision. You know?
So if I'm correct, it's because of Valve's neglect of TF2.
Yeah, the bots in it has gotten really, really bad in non-private servers. All the
I
public
played
servers.
it last year. I played it again last year for the first time. For a lot of players.
Yeah, and it's even worse now. There's literally things you could mod and download into the game where you now have bots that will kill the bots so you could actually play the game because it's gotten that fucking bad. And Valve is just refusing to acknowledge it because they're gonna release like their new standard free-to-play game. And I understand the situation, but for TF2, for as long as it's been out, y'all should at least try. That's all I'm saying. Not that it will make a difference.
Ellie Frezelone, Tristan Varian, and Will Landis, our friends from Choir, as a collective, have, I think, probably 20,000 hours all put together in TF2.
I believe it.
That was their game, and they played the shit out of it. In TF2 was definitely a game in its heyday, and we respect it. But Faye Frezelone, my bad, she changed. But functionally, at the end of the day, is TF2 a pillar of PC gaming history? Yes. Does Valve have a responsibility to maintain it ad nauseum? I would like to. I wouldn't say they have an obligation to. I would say it would be good of them to do it. They are literally making hand over fist in terms of money. The amount of man hours and time that it would spend to maintain this shit would be negligible. So that's what I'm saying. I understand it is something that they probably have moved past in terms of like development, but I just wish that they would try and keep the netcode up to stuff. But even then, like Pirate Software, Thor from Pirate Software, has gone into detail about all of the time and effort it is required once you have a multiplayer game, like the amount of time it takes to prevent cheating, botting, stuff like that. And I understand it's a lot of labor, and I understand that something like that is probably more. That effort is probably more suited to Counter-Strike 2 that they've been working on, something like that.
But here's the thing with a company like that. I just don't understand why they don't contract fans to just help with the infrastructure of the game. You have plenty of people who are dedicated to the product. They have tons of money that they're making hand over fist. And if the development time / the capital on labor is too high for Valve for whatever reason, they're stretched too thin.
It wouldn't be. But
I'm just making the devil's advocate argument. Then just contract people in the community to help with the game. Make it official. Boom! It's an official patch that you don't have to worry about anymore. That's all I'm saying.
I think ultimately, I think Valve, Gabe Newell, and a lot of the folks at Valve view themselves to a certain level as the stewards of. I mean, they may not view themselves that, but I think most people view them as the stewards of PC gaming, and a lot of the actions that they take line up with that. The hardware, taking the loss on hardware to make the Steam Deck and making Linux a viable platform to be developed for by having a standard OS and hardware configuration for developers to build for. And even if they don't want to build for it directly, they have the Photon wrapper that will make it so most games just automatically work on Linux because Valve Steam fools it into basically builds a file architecture to make it think it's on Windows, And so they have done tons and tons and tons of stuff to sort of keep video games going. I understand that they still want to make games now and again by, only really releasing they only will release new Half-Life games when there are significant jumps in terms of technological advancement. There's a reason why Half-Life Alyx was a VR game and considered one of the best VR games, I might add. I think Valve is generally a decent steward of the company, and I think that at this point they kind of view shit like TF2 as not a priority. It adds there's not really it's not something that I think is going to further the acceptance of PC gaming and the power that comes with that. I think ultimately I find it very depressing in that regard, and there's really nothing that can be done by us. We can bitch and moan about it, but at the end of the day, Valve doesn't even have shareholders. Valve is a private company, so it's for me, it's one of those things of would I like TF2 to be maintained? Yes. Am I going to play TF2? Fuck no. It's not the type of game I play. But I do think that it is a robust part of gaming history, and I think that I think I wouldn't be surprised if Valve eventually makes TF2 a open source game.
Probably.
I think that is probably the most likely thing that will happen is if people get winded up about it. But in the meantime, TF2 is still going to front. It's very simple.
Mm.
Any other topics you wanted to bring up before we get started on gaming?
Last thing, fuck Bethesda. Don't fuck with them right now. I thought the $7 bullshit about their game is kind of fucked up with Starfield.
What $7 bullshit?
Not sure if you heard, but they added almost like an update type thing that they are putting in Creation Club for Starfield. And it's just at the current moment with the current game, it's not good enough. And the fact that you could get it for $10, $7 for one extra mission, I think that's all it is hella stupid.
Is it Creation Club or is it a mod somebody made that's being sold?
It's Creation Club. It's an official piece of Bethesda content.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I own every piece of Creation Club content for both Skyrim and for Fallout 4. And
I think, just real quick, I think you agree though, with the current state of Starfield and how it wasn't even good enough for a Fallout 4 release. I'm not even saying Fallout 76, Fallout 4 release. It wasn't even that good.
Here's the problem I had with Starfield, and I've talked about this ad nauseum. I've done plenty of think pieces on my channel about it. The ultimate thing is that the world is interesting, the concept is interesting.
They didn't pull it off.
The story is interesting. The gameplay, the moment-to-moment combat and questing is fine. The in the custom-built locations that are handcrafted are sublime. The problem with Starfield is the fast travel and the auto-generated worlds. Bethesda does handcrafted worlds well. Not not perfectly. Bethesda games are good for two things. One, the sandbox ability by virtue of like how the physics work, how every item in the game that can be picked up, that can be put in an inventory has physics, and even things that might not as well. And the handcraft, and second is the handcrafted nature of the world. These two things combined, the fact that Bethesda games are the only games where almost every item has its own physics and can be interacted with, and the handcrafted nature of these worlds, that with that, these two things put together are what make Bethesda games the time since that they are. The handcrafted, their storytelling isn't as good as other places. Their world companies, their world building isn't necessarily as good. Hell, even their map design isn't always as good as other. Skyrim is a fairly bleak and kind of boring map in hindsight compared to something like The Witcher. But
just to summarize the story, paying $7 for one quest is stupid when you could pay $10 for the full game. It's dumb.
Starfield has bad bones.
Doesn't deserve it.
It has bad bones. If they had,
I said the same thing about Dark Tide when it first came out. Yeah. Every time that they released fucking new cosmetic things when the game was in a shitty state, I said, do not buy it. It's not a smart decision. It's not a game that deserves microtransactions yet.
When I say bad bones, I'm not talking about the netcode. Like, the netcode obviously was bad with Dark Tide, obviously. But what I'm talking about is that the fundamental way that the game is built, the traveling from point to point. Traveling from point to point in Skyrim is not tedious. Traveling from point to point in Fallout is not tedious. Whether you are fast traveling or whether you are physically walking. You can't physically walk from point to point in Starfield, because walking from point to point is how you explore the world and get immersed in it. Because once you unlock a certain amount of fast travel points, yeah, you can just go from point A to point B, but not only is the menus in Starfield cumbersome to deal with in terms of trying to fast travel, it's your only way of getting from point A to point B, and I hate that. And that is ultimately the biggest reason why you cannot explore the world, because the world is not built in such a way where exploring is worthwhile, and B, you find new, things to do. So that ultimately is the big fun. And I think Starfield, if they want to put creation club content more, which they have done, and I've gotten a couple pieces of it in Skyrim, fine. If they want to do that shit in fucking Fallout, fine. I'll buy it. I don't even. But Starfield, I haven't even finished Starfield.
Neither have I.
I'm probably never going to finish,
unless it has Cyberpunk No Man's Sky blow up.
But here's the thing. Cyberpunk had good bones. It just wasn't done. No Man's Sky fundamentally changed significant aspects of what the game was.
Well, I mean, you play... Here's my honest question. You play Fallout 76. In the beginning, it was not only was it not really playable, it wasn't really a fun game. The bones were there in terms of the world and everything like that, but not even NPCs were in the game yet. Do you really... I'm just asking, for a fan of Fallout 76 now, are you really telling me that you don't think that it'll have a glow up like that?
No. Because
I don't really care either way.
In Fallout 76, right? In Fallout 76, you have in Fallout 76, you have what's it called? A world that has, because here's the thing, in like the no NPCs thing, as much as it hurt Fallout 76, it also helps it. Because what Fallout 76 also has is one of the best just go out and explore read notes, and enjoying in just ambient storytelling. It's so good because that's all that was there, so that's all they focused on. So it's some of the most interesting storytelling in Bethesda games, but you don't really see a whole ton of it because the NPCs, and now because Fallout 76 was built that way initially, there's tons of ambient storytelling in that game that you can just go out and find and just exploring random fucking locations. There's something there. There's something interesting. Right.
I feel like people real quick. I feel like people just like that type of game out of id Software because they pull it off great. I don't feel like they wanted that out of a Fallout.
They don't.
Game.
They don't. But now that with Wastelanders and the Steel update and all the subsequent updates that have come with it, with adding seeds, storylines, and quest lines, and all that, Fallout 76. Yes, it feels like a fucking MMO. Hi, like loot's glowing. Go pick me up. I like all the courses and shit. That's fine. But in the year of our Lord 2024, Fallout 76 has, I think, 4 solid points that make it a good game. In which well, not a good game. I think it's a fun game. Is it a good game? Is it a good game? That is in the eye of the beholder, but I think I think it is fun. It has one of the most supportive communities. Even as the game has gotten more popular, the general crux is, like, people are so kind and supportive in this community that Bethesda has wholesale stopped supporting PvP in its entirety because PvP was just not popular at all. 2, it is, as a new player, a rich game that is going to have tons of content that of varying levels of intrigue from both like storyline and quest lines and stuff like that, to just being able to explore that will be able to satisfy. 3, the camping mechanic, while limiting in certain regards, is and engaging and fun, and being able to just find a spot you like and then build a camp around it is an engaging thing in ways that I wish I had in Fallout 4. And in 4, the amount of engagement you get from the game is and also, unlike Starfield, the game ultimately has solid bones. Like
not to rush you or anything. I'm just saying, back to the original point of all this to say, why don't you think that Starfield will receive the same type of support?
Because I think ultimately.
Let me ask this: do you think it'll not receive the same type of support, or do you think the fan reaction will not be the same?
Here's the difference.
I'm asking real quick before you differentiate.
It's not a whole tangent, but continue.
Okay,
I'll be quick. I think ultimately the difference is that they would have to completely remake Starfield to be able to make it work, because the entirety of Starfield is built around traveling to these different planets and all this shit, and the traveling to different planets is the thing that makes it unfun and boring to play. Fallout 76 had better bones in this regard. Everything that Fallout 76 is good about has built.
I don't disagree.
Same thing with Cyberpunk. Same thing with No Man's Sky. I would even argue Anthem, if they had actually put time and effort into fixing it, would have had good enough bones that if they actually made actual effort into making better content for it, it would the skeleton was there. But Starfield is completely fucked. The stories, the quests, all of it are spread out. You have to travel light years to go here to talk to this person, then talk to this person, and then talk to this person, and then the quest is done. And it just is there's so much downtime in between those loading screens and traveling that you're thinking, I'm literally just a fucking messenger boy. Now, a lot of quests in Elder Scrolls and Fallout are structured in similar ways, but there's travel when you're not in a fucking loading screen, in between there's no like if you are fast traveling, there's one loading screen. You don't have to go into
There's not
multiple.
like three
I
or
don't have.
four. Yeah.
I don't have to go in. I don't. There's one button push. I find a location. I click the button. I'm there.
No, I hear you.
So
Trust me, I don't disagree with you. I was just bringing up the fact that at this point, it's not a good game to start microtransactioning and shit like that. But it just reminds me also that this is the
I don't think
same.
the creation content's worth it. Like you're buying more content to play in the game. Starfield has a shit ton of content to occupy yourself with. And I think the content that's there is not bad. I think it's even good. It's just I don't want to play if I'm going to spend $7 to have a new experience in a Bethesda game, which I'm happy to do and spend that money, I'm not going to do it in Starfield, which it feels like a burden to play.
No, I definitely agree. Real quick, just to bring up one more subject, and then we'll definitely get into these conferences. Your one little second of political satire. The RNC is going to be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin this year, the drunkest state of America. Not that I don't like Wisconsin, it's just the truth. Love y'all.
I always thought it was I always thought it was about cheese state.
It is that too, but it is the drunkest, like per capita or something like that. Yeah. Whatever it is. And
Alcohol USA,
found it interesting that if you're caught outside of the RNC this year with a reusable water bottle, you're going to jail. No question. But you know what's allowed inside the RNC?
Liquor.
Open carry AR-15s. Fully loaded. So, I love America.
I want to say one last thing about Starfield. If Bethesda does make a DLC, which I don't think they would do, the game's not receptive.
They are coming out with a DLC, I think, this year.
They are?
I believe they are. I believe they are.
So I'm going to make a prediction on that real quick. I'm going to make a prediction on that real quick. I think that if Bethesda does make a DLC for Starfield, it's going to be a DLC that is going to be having its quests and stuff built around going into your ship and flying it as little as possible.
Well, I think we're going to see it in the showcase, not to spoil anything, but it hasn't been announced. Excuse me. It hasn't been announced yet, but in one of the Starfield videos, you see like a little rover / vehicle type thing. So don't quote me, but I believe that might be coming. So I think you're right.
Maybe I'll give Starfield a shot, or so again. I'm playing on console though. I'll play it with controller because I found that the controller build for
simplifies it.
It's so much like playing it on a mouse and keyboard. It is so burdensome. But regardless, we've been putting this off long enough. Let's get it's for 30 minutes in. Let's get started on all of these games. So we're going to skip.
We had a little podcast before the podcast.
All right, so I'm just gonna say I couldn't give less than 2 shits about Black Ops 6. So I'm gonna skip
agree with you. Strongly agree.
I think this is due. Is this going to be the prequel for how he got to be the Doomslayer? Yo! Because I know the lore. This is going to be so fucking tight. Oh my god. That's in-game footage? It looks like that?
Evan, just wait.
Bruh.
Right? Right?
Dog, I'm so fucking hyped for this shit. Oh. Dog, my nipples are hard. Like, I need this. I need this so bad.
I feel you, man.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks really fucking good.
And the soundtrack.
It's perfect.
Oh. It's oh my god, it's just I'm not a metalhead. I'm not a metalhead at all.
But in certain games, it just enhances it.
Oh, so good. Is that a fucking Captain America shield with a buzz?
Yes, sir.
I'm so sorry to everybody. I just want to say for the record, for everybody listening to the audio version of this podcast, we are not. I'm not gonna be trying to relate with them. You might as well go watch on YouTube. That's why we did the whole 30 minutes beforehand, so there's a real fucking podcast. Literally. I apologize. Go watch this shit on YouTube. I love y'all faces, but I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, please. Because
Bruh.
It looks perfect.
Did he just fuck? Are we getting fucking parrying? Oh my god! Did he?
And we get fucking dragons. Dragons.
Listen. Here's the thing. I know this is gonna be a good game because it's software and it's like I didn't think they I thought how are they gonna one up on Doom 2016 and then they did it with Doom Eternal. How are they gonna up it on the DLC? Oh my god, they did. And how are they gonna up it with the second DLC? Oh my god, it's even better. I just know that this game is gonna be fucking insane and I'm so excited. My life is shit right now. So, but however long until this game is available is how much longer my impending potential suicide is going to be put off guaranteed. So let's see, how long am I going to be forced to live on this earth? How long am I going to be forced to live on this earth for? And this is not a joke, by the way.
He's putting a lot of pressure on
Bruh. Okay. All right, so y'all unfortunately have my ass till 2025. Fucking hell. Oh god, it's so good.
Here to 2025.
Oh god, I love that shit. Oh, I'm so.
Wasn't that fire? That was great.
So good, dog. I'm. Oh my god, what if they did open world? I don't know. I don't know how they would do that. I don't know how they. I'm hoping they keep it map based.
They probably will, but I bet some spaces will have open areas / or at least somewhat open area. Pause real quick. Just let me get a drink and then I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll pause record. So the next game is State of Decay. I don't know how much they care about that.
I gotta be honest, I don't really. I'm not a big Xbox gamer, but State of Decay 3 is the next game. Then we got.
This one's probably important. I've never played. I've only played the opening hours of Inquisition, but
I've never played a Dragon Age game, but a new Dragon Age game.
Very good. If you liked Mass Effect, you'll love Dragon Age just as much. But we'll see.
A lot of these are Game Pass exclusives.
So I believe this is Dragon Age Veilguard, which I know everybody is geeking the fuck over. I've seen all of the gays and days losing their shit over this because they love Dragon Age.
Nice.
In-engine footage, nice. Please don't be a hero shooter. Because that frame looked like a hero shooter.
It's not, because that would be a mistake.
Yeah, it would be a mistake.
Maybe like a party RPG. That'd be cool.
Hmm?
Maybe like a party RPG. That'd be cool.
Like Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Fall. It's this year. That's surprising.
Yeah. So, okay, so this must be the fucking DLC for StarCraft. Just an update for everybody watching for the Dragon Age. I have some updates. You can take your save file from Inquisition and bring it forward with Veilguard.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's doing the Witcher 1, Witcher 2, Witcher 3 thing. Or the Mass Effect thing.
What console did Inquisition come out on?
I think Inquisition was. Fuck, I think Inquisition might have been.
Wasn't that 360 PS3?
Late in that console generation, yeah.
How the fuck did they do that? I mean, for PC, obviously it's easy, but how the fuck did they do that for console? Wow.
God knows. God only knows.
Hey, I respect them.
Yep. All right, so let's see if this DLC is gonna give me the inspiration. To slog through Starfield.
I'm gonna be honest. This may be the update. This may not be the DLC. I don't know. It is, in fact, the DLC.
Oopsie daisy! Guess what I just realized?
What?
The Firefox audio wasn't coming through.
Since how long?
Since Doom. But you know what? We continue. Who gives a shit?
Wow.
This is a professional podcast, folks.
Gotta love it. God, just when we thought everything was running smoothly, you popped on, I popped on, no problem. You heard me, I heard you. We were perfect. We played the screen, I heard it, no problem. And then shit goes downhill from there. How, Evan? How does it happen?
Ain't that a bitch?
Well, hey guys. Welcome back. Oh. Okay.
Can you hear me at all still?
You're coming. I'm coming through on your end.
Yeah, no, that's that's. No, I was trying something out to see if that would work, but no, it wouldn't have worked because then you would hear yourself anyways. So, anyhow, we continue.
Okay.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
I'm not. Listen, if it's like a Sierra Madre type of shit where it's like you're locked in for the duration of the quest and it's like a whole thing, cool. Like I'm not opposed to that. Like in hindsight, as a grown adult and I've gone back and played the Dead Money, solid fucking DLC. Does not deserve the hate against. So if they do something like that, I'm not opposed to it. But like I said, Starfield works best when you don't have to fucking go into your ship. Starfield is most fun when you don't have to go into your ship.
I believe it.
Hold
That's
very
gorgeous.
still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Varun. Your fate will be decided by the Great Serpent.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting until there is no more you. Only us.
You know, it's probably a good idea that we didn't have the Doom music playing because that was probably going to get us copyright hit.
Probably.
Oh, it's this year. I mean, timeline-wise, that makes sense. It's been about a year and a half since they, No, it hasn't.
No.
No, it
was November last year, right?
Yeah, so, like, yeah, not Bethesda working on a DLC immediately after the release. Honestly, I'm surprised that they're getting it out this soon, given the amount of, post support that they had to give Starfield. It's just... I need a mod that makes it so I don't have to engage with the ships at all.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of mods on Nexus quite yet. And they just released the...
They just released a creation kit. And new coming content tonight.
I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
I mean, new locations mean exactly fucking all when you have 1,000 worlds that are auto-generated. Now, if they're they're probably handcrafted, which is good, but, like, still, a handcrafted location in a sea of slop still feels like slop.
Just feels like more.
I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, so I guess that the Trackers Alliance thing is, and I mean the the free planets, Alliance, whatever. That whole section, the Rangers, that's like the strongest writing aspect of Starfield in my personal experience. So them leaning into that, it makes sense. Creation Kit coming out was good.
I think the trackers thing is the paid DLC. I think that's what I was talking about. I know it says new or free, but I think that's what it was. But yeah,
I want to like Starfield. I want to like it. I want to like it. I'm a Bethesda sim. I want to like it.
Yeah, but it's hard. Sometimes it's hard being a gamer, man.
I think I'll make, you know what? Maybe I'll make a new character. I'll make a new character. I will just spec in. I'm not going to do any crafting, none of that shit. I'm just going to spec into combat, and I'm just going to spec into.
Is there a way to do? Is there a way to do like a dual stream, like you and me both play the game, our own like adventure, but we just both play?
Yeah, no, 100%. Steam has Twitch has a stream together function. Worst case scenario, you just stream your shit to Discord, and I can just have that pulled, and I can like have like our shit pulled up on one screen, and we do it that way.
Maybe we'll do that next week. Try to get back into it.
Yeah, no, that'd
when that comes out.
Honestly, here's the thing about it, right? The thing about Starfield is that it has New Game Plus in Infinite Zone. So the leveling in the game keeps that in mind. So I usually get to a place where I'm comfortable and I feel happy with like the gameplay where I'm not struggling. I have all my perks and shit. With Fallout, by like level 25, almost 30. At that point, I've got all the perks and shit I need. I've got my supply lines going. I've got
We have so many conferences to get through.
Yeah, I know. But so with Starfield, we should probably start playing ahead of time and get through the game once. So when the DLC does come out, when we do play it, we are enjoying. Like we're not like we're just
playing it for the first time and being like, I got you.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'd love a New Game Plus in more Bethesda games as a concept. Like, I'd love to be able to like take my gear and levels and support. That'd be great. In fact, I'm actually, for everybody watching, I'm actually planning on, once this month of hell is over and we've got all these new releases and we're in July, I'm planning on doing a series of Skyrim streams where I'm doing New Game Plus with my max level character. Well, not max level,
cool.
but yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's continue. I'm gonna skip over Skyline Valley, just because like
you're gonna do a whole stream on it.
I'm gonna do a whole stream of it. We've known this was coming for weeks. Like, this is not new information. I'm probably gonna do the same thing with the Gold Road, which is later in the thing. Let's move on to this new game, which is Expedition
just real
33.
Quick, before we pause it real quick, before we head off of Fallout 76, I just want to point out I do like the concept of the fact that next year they're releasing the Ghoul. That is very cool to be able to play as.
The first time in the series, by the way.
First time ever outside of mod support, because I think you're able to do it in mods and games currently, but like officially, I think that's really cool.
And I don't think really it also limits it also hinders your ability to get good with certain factions. I know the Brotherhood of Steel won't fucking talk to you.
Yeah, and also with chems and shit like that, regeneration, it's gonna be really cool. I do like that idea.
Yeah, I think they're shopping out exactly how they're going to make it work with all of the other aspects of the game, which is different. And there it is.
Premiere.
Okay, cool. Oh, Paris is fucked.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Paint a new number, ticking down every year. One stroke, and everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again. And every year, an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission. Destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
A gorgeous game and an interesting concept. Although it is French, so I have to. Although it is French, so I have to dock it a few points.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm surprised everybody doesn't have cigarettes in their mouth.
Yeah.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Oh, it's a Persona type RPG? Okay, interesting.
Not gonna lie, these games are a little much on the eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
The
I'm not
motion
saying
goes a
I.
bit.
No, not even that. I'm talking about like that structure game, Persona type games. Like I understand that a lot of people have deep love for them. I bet the storytelling and the gameplay is super fun. It just for me, I'm like, this is too much on screen. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I find the UI design of Persona prohibitive for me to actually enjoy it. It's rough. I know it's stylized, I know it's Persona, but I feel like I would actually give this more of a shot because the UI isn't gaudy.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
Even if we...
It looks like a fun RPG, I will say. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
And I mean, especially with like stagger bars, the pairing, also the fact that it has like Dead by Daylight type attacks where it's like perfect and shit like that. I respect.
Like they're blending in action-y, like you're not just like pressing buttons on a screen. You're also participating in the combat itself, which I like.
And it's rewarding timing.
Yeah, 100%.
We lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are Expedition 33.
It looks good.
Yeah. Again, might be a game I play. See, that's the thing. I was saying this to somebody that I was texting the other day. That's the thing with Game Pass that I really think is going to be the downfall of either it or people and their retention on playing these types of games. And I think that's why we're seeing a rise of indie games as well. When you don't own the game or you don't have ownership over the game, it's more so like downloadable in the extra part of your library that either, it gets deleted, gets re-downloaded, whatever the case may be.
It's not important to you.
You don't remember that it's there.
It's not it's also not as important to you either.
Yeah, once it gets put back on the proverbial shelf, you don't really pick it back up again. That's what I find about the games that I play off of Game Pass. I don't really try them again, and it's never really the case of the game is bad. It's more so that, especially with my game library currently, I just have too much shit I want to play that I actually have brought.
Well, and also for me, it's like, if I want a game, I'm going to buy it on Steam. I don't feel like I own the games on Game Pass. I feel like I own the games on Steam. I don't feel like I own the games when I buy them through Xbox. I feel like I own them on Steam.
I feel when that's the thing only about PlayStation, that I know they have a monopoly on their own marketplace, but that is the thing about it. Like, of course they could delist it, but even when they do, like, if you brought the game and it's not off of like PlayStation Plus or something like that, you actually own it. Like you own the game, or at least it feels that way. I know it's still digital. I know it's not physical. The whole fucking argument there, but it does feel owned on Game Pass. On Game Pass, even on PlayStation Plus, it only feels like I'm renting the fucking game like Blockbuster. And I know that's a concept for a lot of younger fans that went over there.
Yeah. Please explain Blockbuster.
So that was a business that sold movies and games. And when me and Evan were very, very young, that was the place to go to. That you would pick up a game, and for the next week and a half, 2 weeks, depending on if your mother and father, grandmother, grandparent, uncle, aunt, whatever the case may be, you got to keep and play that game until either you finished it or it had to go back, because you had a rental period where it was 1 to 2 weeks, and that was all you were getting, because then you would get hit with fees, and I mean fees. So yeah.
It was just as a brief tangent, Blockbuster for a lot of since most of America lives in suburbia or something similar to suburbia in terms where you don't really have that much of a relationship with your community. The one place where you could interact with people in your community was Blockbuster, and the concept of it was the closest thing many suburban kids had access to as far as a third space, and it was a place where families would go together as a family, pick a movie or a game or something, and then Blockbuster would also partner with people like Pizza Hut, and you would also be able to get like a combo deal by like buying a pizza for Pizza Hut. They give you a voucher with your pizza that you can take to Blockbuster to get a discounted rental movie and vice versa. It was an aspect of late 90s to early from mid 90s of 90s to mid 2000s culture that basically was replaced by Netflix. In fact, Blockbuster had the opportunity to purchase Netflix, and they declined to do so because they didn't think it was going to go. Which now Blockbuster is a cautionary tale.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say a concept that I'm now reflecting on that will probably die. That makes me a little upset. And I'm not sure if you went through this, Evan, but living with my grandfather, especially since he was a magazine man, going to places like Barnes & Noble and shit like that, being able to like open up Game Informer and different gaming magazines, and especially walkthroughs for video games, is not going to be a concept in the future. And I know the internet is that now, and I know that you can.
AI is making that all slop, anyways.
I know, but it's just something to pick a book up or a magazine about something you really care about, and it has like tips and tricks or little knickknacks to tell you about in an industry and a concept that you like. So.
Seeing things you care about and holding those in physical print feels like feels validating that an online blog is not. And don't get me wrong, I like technology. I'm a software developer, all of that, but the by and large thing is that those days are gone, and for good and for bad, and it's okay for us to be sad about it.
And I'm sorry. Last thing I just want to say, because I do find this super interesting. I also think this game coming up is super cool. But
I saw some. I remember seeing some trailers for it at the Game Awards earlier back in December.
Yeah, it looks dope. But something I don't know if you know, if you go into Baldur's Gate 3's data files, not its data files, but open the game library in your files on the PC version.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people know this, especially you. If you got the digital deluxe version, you can actually print out character sheets for all your little companions and fill it out. And I think that's super cool.
That's cute. I love that.
Yep.
South of Midnight. This is the Cajun game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I like the animation style.
think there's a chance my mom's still alive?
If your mom's anything like you here, she'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh.
That's a big old catfish.
That's too tall. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bells. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
It is. I agree. The art style is
Gotta move quickly
lovely.
now.
And I like the new idea. New concept. It's refreshing.
Wait, that floating island is the gator?
I mean, you saw the fucking catfish you was riding.
Literally.
Now, granted, like catfish can get about as big as a gator, anyways. But combat encounter. I really like this art style because it gives the feeling of 2D/3D, but can move to like fully 2D without feeling jarring.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're being pulled.
Yeah, it doesn't have that uncanny valley. I don't like that there's not a lock-on mechanic. If I'm playing like an action-based game like this, I need that lock-on mechanic. I'm sorry.
I think it'll probably have multiple enemies that you hit all at once. That's probably why.
Yeah, because Dragon's Dogma kind of has that issue where it's like you don't get swarmed to the level where the lock-on becomes redundant, but like. That's one of the things I noticed, criticism I heard about Dragon Dogma too. They need a lock-on mechanic in that game, but they didn't want to have the Elden Ring comparison, so they forwent it, which is unfortunate.
All right, time to find that church.
He's supposed to be a druid or something, you think?
I don't know.
There it is.
I guess water battle.
Over there.
Oh, that's cool. I gotta be honest, I like it when games have like set maps that aren't just giant. Listen, I like open world games, but like there's something to be said about the tightness of a game's combat and storyline when it's not just big fuck off direction.
Literally. It's also very exhausting to constantly have open world after open world after open world, especially with the Yakuza games. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, like honestly, I think like having a wide sprawling open world, like I need to really like the IP to get on board with that at this point. I think, and to bring it back to Starfield, I wish they took the outer worlds approach to
and like
design.
condensed it down just a little. You know,
I would rather be tripping over content than desperately trying to find it.
I hear you.
I love the music. I love the music.
Again, really nice idea. Really nice vibe.
What the hell?
Hurry up! Jump!
He's a biggin. He's a big boy.
Yes, he is.
A boat and a church are just meals for Tom.
I'm really interested in this game.
Yep.
I know that there's a bunch of like blurs living in Louisiana that are losing their shit over this. Excited to play it.
As they should, because they don't get a lot of stuff that appeals to them.
No,
So
I would love to get someone who with a Cajun background on here to like talk about like all of the idiosyncrasies and stuff here. But next up is World of Warcraft, which I'm gonna skip.
I'm okay with that. We should not skip that one. The next one.
I agree.
I'm really fucking excited.
Over Pakistan, altitude.
Is Kojima making this one actually?
Sadly, no. Because Konami fucking owns the IP.
30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. Your codename for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak.
So is this supposed to be Metal Gear Solid Delta?
Metal Gear Solid 3, I think.
Is this a remaster?
I believe so.
That explains it. Okay.
Yep. So I mean, it is kind of Kojima. Kind of. It's based on an original work of his.
Fair.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
But yeah, Konami. I am excited for it though. It looks like a great goddamn remaster. remake, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay to skip over the Sea of Thieves update, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
I don't need to see it. I haven't played seasons 1 through 12. I'm not playing 13.
Let's lock the Siege of Dawn.
Let's do it.
Your kind meddled where you shouldn't. As long as Ooh is free, your world is in mortal peril.
And how is it that you know all of this?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
I will say the generic background music is mad, but I mean, I'm cool with, like, listen, God of War showed that over the over the shoulder action based combat is lit as fuck. So, I mean, I'm not opposed. And look, it's flashy and looks good. It's probably Game Pass.
Real quick, this is kind of what I think we were talking about a little bit before. I think it's going to be more open world in certain areas, and I think it's going to suffer from that.
I agree. Like there's certain game, like if Elden Ring works because it has, you know, it does a fairly decent job of putting shit in between all the different locations, and that is a very difficult thing to do. That is in most places that do open world games aren't going to put the same level of effort into it that a Bethesda does with a Skyrim, or with Nintendo with Tears of the Kingdom.
Or like a Rocksteady with fucking Red Dead Redemption or fucking GTA. Like, random events in certain games are also the game. That's what I think a lot of these game companies don't understand when it comes to open world experiences.
They can't just be big. They have to be
I hope
dense.
This game doesn't suffer from it. I really hope it doesn't. Because it does look interesting. I personally am not... I'm probably not going to play it. If I do get Game Pass and I have nothing else I want to play, then maybe I'll give it a try. But
yeah, this isn't my speed. But, I mean, I will play, like, if the game, like, here's the thing, I'll give it a streamer's shot, and I'll give it a couple hours of if I've got it on the rotation, just to see how the gameplay is, because like a game like this, to me, the way the gameplay is working, it's either control. The gameplay is not like, I like a good, like, technical gameplay. Lies of P is a great example of this. It is a very technically, like, once you get later in the game, like, there's a lot of moving parts, but it does a good job of introducing them to you in a way that makes sense. And so, you know, if this game does the same thing, great, but it all remains the same. I think that the fluidity of the combat looks fun and interesting, but we'll see. We'll have to see.
Yep.
Oh, it's a Souls-like. Okay, I'll definitely give it the streamers, like, you know, streamer shit.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
Come on then, fight me and die.
Not opposed. I think
So
I'll give it a
much shit is
shot.
coming out this year.
Honestly, if you are watching and you want a like Soulsborne type of game that is a Souls-like type of game that is like genuine, that like looks really cool, go check out Anotria: The Last Song. I have there's a demo of it available right now that you can play through the first 2.5 areas.
I remember you suggesting this. Yeah,
very good, definitely. And if you don't want to play it and you just want to see what it's like, I have the first 1.5 areas in the first real boss, and a 3.5 hour playthrough on my channel, and also a full review that came out about a week after. So definitely go check that out.
Yeah.
And it's on Game Pass, so I don't have to spend any money on it, allegedly.
Let's see what's next.
This is Age of Mythology Retold.
We return to you now.
Is it going to be an RTS game?
It's an RTS. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not particularly interested in this. This next one, though, I am just for gaming lore reasons. A perfect dark remake. So lore real quick.
Yeah.
This game was made by Rare, and the rights for this were locked up between Rare, Nintendo, and Microsoft.
This was a 64 game, right?
N64 game, yes. And this game has not been able to be...
Yeah, it was in peril for a while. I remember that. Yeah.
Like, the IP has basically been in limbo because 3 large companies owned it, and I think Microsoft finally just bit the bullet and just spent the money to be able to pay for it to happen.
They own Rare. They're not closed down yet, I believe, so... Yeah.
So, I don't know what they had to pay Nintendo to get the rights to this, but the name Perfect Dark existing in the year of our Lord 2024 is very interesting to me. Will it be a good game? That remains to be seen. Perfect Dark was very much in line with the days of Quake and like kind of like a arena shooter type of thing. We'll see how it is.
Yep.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day.
Oh, wow.
I just fucking wish Arcane Studio was able to work on this.
These are like the fact that fucking Microsoft shut their asses down. Like these are people that made Sonic. And how are you gonna shut the people down that made Dishonored?
Prey is a spitting image of what this is on my screen right now. Like, are you kidding me? At least retain some of the people. I don't know if they did. I don't think they did, but it's fucked. But
literally,
that's real.
Every day.
How far to his last known location?
Local forces are also tracking his whereabouts. You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
It's very Metroid Prime-esque.
Oh, so it's like a whole ass James Bond spy type of game, which that's cool.
Yeah. Deus Ex Machina type.
It's gorgeous. It reminds me of Deus Ex Mankind Divided in a way.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
What readings are you getting?
getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
And the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington! Damn it!
Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
I still can't fucking believe they killed this.
I know, man. Especially a game like this, it would have been perfect.
Arcane would have killed it.
No fucking question.
I had to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
So that's fucking dope.
Yeah. Right?
I that looks like a lot of fun. I will say that we're going to be skipping over the overview. Repeat with whatever the fuck his name is. We're going to skip over Diablo.
Yeah, I'm not a Diablo player myself.
But we are going to move straight to what I know you're excited about.
Actually,
Fable.
I never played one of these games.
I thought you were a Fable fan.
Nope, you're thinking of somebody else.
Who?
Don't know.
Fair enough. Alright, so now we're on to Fable.
Real quick, start the recording if you need to.
Already did.
Cool. Audio is good?
Audio's good.
Alright, just checking.
Oh, right, you. So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers. I mean, sure, you get your mega fans.
You are like literally my favourite person.
Your haters.
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
Your chancers. And the occasional giant toad. For some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, isn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
I'm going to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
I need a Fable fan to explain to me what the fuck just happened there.
Yeah, I don't really know. But it looks cool.
It does. Definitely worth the play. I mean, I've never played a Fable game. I'm probably never going to play a Fable game except this one.
Neither have I. So maybe I'll give it a try. Especially since it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, I just do want to mention, I know fans, y'all didn't get to see us talk about Doom. We both nerded out. It was really cool.
Oh no, they heard us nerding out about it. They just didn't hear the trailer and shit.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. It was just Firefox that wasn't being picked up.
Got you. I'm less upset about it now. What's it called? I just want to say it's also coming to PS5. I have not seen this game yet, so I'm interested.
Fragpunk, right?
Yes, sir. I don't know what it is. Oh, a game Arcane could have worked on. I'm kidding.
What?
I said a game Arcane, not Arcane, but what's the one that Tango could have worked on? But I'm only kidding. They probably couldn't have. They didn't want to.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
That is an actually interesting premise.
Yeah, but you don't think the hero shooter?
Oh, it's absolutely overdone. My thing is, them doing now. Granted, this being a core part of it, like if this had come out like after Overwatch, would have been a fantastic. But
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like Overwatch 2 isn't even popular, bro. Like, you know, the hero shooter is kind of dead at this point.
Right now, damn. Okay. Well,
I mean, it's not dead, but it's like.
Well, like Valorant is coming to console soon.
Yeah, that's gonna go goofy. But Valorant is literally just CS:GO with like Overwatch powers.
Yeah, but that's what this is too. It's a 5v5 hero shooter.
Now we're into some more indie games kind of stuff, or not so, or somewhat. Fragpunk looks interesting. I don't know how well it will do. I feel like if it was a free-to-play game, it would do better. I hope it's not a paid game, personally.
It might, because it's on Game Pass. I don't think Game Pass offers free-to-play games.
Premiere.
Winter Burrow. Oh, that's cute.
There is nothing left for me in the city. So, I have traveled back to where I grew up. Here, I found my childhood home in ruins. Why hasn't my aunt taken good care of it? The bridge to her house is broken, so I can't even ask her. I will make the tree stump a cozy home again, no matter.
Okay, this actually looks like fun a little bit.
I'm getting Tales of Iron and Don't Starve vibes.
Yeah, but it gives me like cozy vibes though.
Yeah. Well, like Tales of Iron is really, even though it's an action game, it's really cozy.
It takes, and no matter how hard it gets, I will fight and find meaning and beauty out here. Some will say that in the dead of winter, a small city mouse doesn't stand a chance. Maybe so, but I must keep believing that every winter leads to spring. Auntie, finally! No!
I will unironically play that. That looks like fun.
No, it looks cool.
Next up we have Mixtape.
I believe this is... What is it? Game.
Let's see.
Life is Strange, I believe.
Life is Strange is a little further on.
Premiere.
Oh, okay.
This is Mixtape, whatever that is.
Oh yeah. Pause
My
this.
mixtape.
I don't think we're gonna be able to play this.
Why?
It's all 80s music.
So let's cut Firefox off real quick so we can hear it, but the folks can't.
Cool. I cannot hear it.
Oh, they got muted for copyright.
Oh, okay. Yeah, told you.
Yeah.
Told you. It's literally an 80s like themed game. All about being a teenager in the 80s. It looks like a fun experience. But
yeah. You know what? If y'all want to play like a game like this, but like that's funny and like I think it's free, go play Class of 09. Go play Class of 09. That shit's fucking hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna skip this because I'm gonna also skip Microsoft Flight Sim.
That's okay. I mean,
and
I will say
and Elder Scrolls Online: The Gold Road. Like
again, you're doing.
I'm doing that. Like I'm doing that. Like I just want to say, I'm so fucking hyped for like.
Is it so?
Hold on. I'm so fucking hyped for that shit. That's the Daedric Prince. It's a new one that was hidden away and was imprisoned by like. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so excited. We're on to Life is Strange Double Exposure.
World premiere.
I swore I'd never use my power again. But 2 nights ago, I found my friend's body in the woods. I don't know who I can trust, or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead. So why can I still hear her voice? Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Safi is still alive. The danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
Not for me.
I'm right there with you. But hey, for those of us who it is for, go off.
Can I be completely honest with you?
You don't want to do the full Indiana Jones thing?
I have absolutely no interest.
I do like machine games. I will just say it does look interesting for what they're going for. Maybe play like the last 30 seconds because that's when like the, you know.
I like that it's first person.
Yeah, I do. I think that was a good design choice. I think it's going to be very linear, like open path linear, you know.
Like Uncharted.
Like, or Wolfenstein, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. That guy's in it.
Maybe. If it's on Game Pass, I'll give it a solid 30 minutes and see how it is.
I do want to react to Mecha Break because I do like.
Yeah. No, I like if we don't know what the fuck it is, we gotta watch it.
Bet.
It's Gundam.
It's Armored Core.
Is it? I mean,
this is what Armored Core was, or is. Armored Core 6, not the original game.
There's a lot going on.
It's definitely overwhelming, but holy fuck, it looks dope.
Is this a arena shooter?
I believe it's multiplayer, probably arena shooter.
Can we just get Titanfall 3?
If it's like, see, that's the thing. If it's not Titanfall in terms of you jump out of the mech, you get it back into the mech, and you also have the on feet stuff. If it's just the fucking mechs, holy shit, I'd be down for that.
Well, the thing about Titanfall is that you have your normal Twitch shooter with when you're out of the things, but then you have a much slower time to kill tactical thing like that, like a much more grindy game with the mechs. You know, you're having both types of games in one game, and that's what's special about it.
That shit looks fucking fire.
You know what? Maybe we'll play it together. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in that.
Let's see. I'm gonna skip Wu Chang because it's knockoff Sekiro. And go to Avowed. Now, Now, I need to see a little bit of the art so I can see if I can jog my memory, because I remember them debuting this back during the Game Awards.
Okay.
And I don't know if...
Come. Your Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. That wild frontier suffers from the dream scourge. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go, tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those who remain standing can shape its future.
Is this supposed to be like a Conan Exiles type of thing?
I have no
They
idea.
both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose, no matter how wild.
I will say, I am a proponent of first-person spellcasting games. I think that's cool. I'm just wondering how they do it. If they're gonna do like the battle mage shtick, where you have to like draw the spells with your mouse and shit. Maybe, I don't know.
And become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
It looks cool. I like the art design, and I like the way the combat looks.
Yeah, it's looking dope so far.
There's a lot going on there.
Okay. I don't believe I'll be giving that a try, but...
Oh! No, you should. You know who's doing it? Obsidian.
Yeah, but...
That's right. This is supposed... now I understand why I remembered about. This is supposed to be Obsidian Skyrim. This is supposed to be their Elder Scrolls.
Oh, okay.
This was they've been working on this for a few years. I loved the Outer Worlds. Didn't finish it just because it was a point in my life where it just wasn't working out. But I would abso-fucking-lutely give this a shot.
Maybe. Depends when it comes out.
Well, it's coming to Game Pass in this year.
Yeah, just say a when.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
we don't have
next
a date.
thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Summer Game Fest. Oh.
Atomfall. What type of game is this?
World premiere.
Rebellion game.
Lock in, folks. We still have 2 30-minute videos to get through after this shit.
Yes, sir.
And we still have 10 minutes left.
Emergency at Windscale Atom Plant. It's not emergency, but disaster. Now the worst seems to be over. Wiring target.
Fallout clone?
I guess.
Okay.
Not opposed to it. I like a vibrant vibrant nuclear bullshit. Because that's a little more realistic. Like, there's like so much of the Chernobyl exclusion zone is green and flush and full and beautiful. It'll just fucking kill you.
Yep.
Like radiation, the radiation is the most constant in the most constant. Yeah, nothing grows there, but like in the other aspects of it, like, it's I don't know. We'll see. I I was literally about to say Adamfall, and I want to skip it, but honestly, I'm glad I stuck with it. This looks good. It looks not good, but interesting.
Yeah. I just
there's your ghoul.
I feel like they might be trying to do too much. You know?
I think that the world building and the aesthetics I've seen here are good. I think what it will come down to is the story, lore, and plot surrounding it to bring it all together.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like some of it will be really executed well, depending on how they do the like extra stuff. That's when I'm like,
yeah,
we have to see. But it looks cool so far.
The only bad thing is that they're British.
It's okay. They got nuked.
I'm skipping over AC Shadows. I
That's
have absolutely no interest. The fact that they're doing the question is this a remake of Stalker 2? Or is this a reboot of Stalker?
Gotta see.
Like, I don't know if you've played any of the Stalker. They're lovely. They're great. They're wonderful times. They're excellent. They're definitely worth a shot. Oh, and this was made in Ukraine. Nice.
Yeah.
Freedom for Ukraine.
Скіфе, радий тебе бачити, друже. Валимо звідси. Ви тільки погляньте на це. Край, чарівний край черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов, ти рідна матінко моя. Жива.
Координати закинув. Поквапся.
I'm absolutely going to be playing this. I love
it
Stalker
looks really
games.
cool.
They're great.
I've never played one, but it looks dope.
Even the old ones hold up. The old ones hold up. They're good. They're definitely worth it.
The graphics in this just look insane.
Yeah, it's this is I think the product of Unreal having making the changes that they did where you can have a really gorgeous, beautiful fidelity things while without having them take up a bunch of on-screen resources on the back end. So this is a direct result of I think that. It's great. 1 second.
We like Stalker too. We're interested.
Yeah, I fucked up and didn't pause. It looks really good. Just a little bit to show y'all cinematic moments.
Beautiful.
Зараз час такий. Час можливостей.
Love the variety of guns. Definitely go play Stalker. It's a wonderful game. It's a great series. Definitely go play it. Blah 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 blah. We're moving on to Gears of War. This it also comes out September the 5th, 2024. That's the day after Anotria. So we're just having a really stacked year in gaming this year. Not necessarily having the same amount of heavy hitters. God knows last year the three big heavy hitters that came out were Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake, and Baldur's Gate 3. And everything else was just slop. And also Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom was good too. Everything else was just meh, whatever. This year it seems like we're not getting we're not. I don't think. I think the Doom Don't get me wrong. I think the new Doom game is going to be huge, but it's not going to be at the same level as a Baldur's Gate 3.
You know what I mean? But that's also next year.
Yeah, that's
a
true.
lot of these are also next year.
Yeah,
but Gears.
I have absolutely no emotional attachment to this series. This is all you, Brian.
I'm happy about what they're doing. I'm really happy about what they're doing.
That there is a Gears of War game at all coming out.
Not only that, watch the trailer and then I'll talk about it. Because,
In-engine footage. Interesting. So explain to me, what the fuck just happened?
So this is a prequel. I think it's either the first game, gonna be like canonically the first game in the series. Those were the main characters from the first 3 games. My absolute fucking favorite of the goddamn series. That's why I'm so excited. It's pretty much like the day that the Locusts, the main bad guys, invaded.
Doesn't this series end with humanity just dying off and losing?
I have no idea because I didn't play Judgment 4 or 5. Yeah, after 3, I gave up. I'm just excited because they're using the main cast, or at least the 2 main characters from the first 3 games.
And your faves haven't died yet.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so that's fair. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna pause the recording briefly and go take a quick lunch break for the 2 of us. We will be back with Summer Games Fest after this jump cut. And we're back from our lunch break. So next up, what we have is Summer Games Fest. We're going to be doing every reveal at Summer Games Fest in 19 minutes. Everybody! Because this shit's only 18 minutes. Instead of watching all of the fucking trailers for the last one, because we are 2 hours into this shit, an hour and a half of which is just this. Pick it up. We'll get through it.
Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024.
Lego Horizon Adventures?
Yep, that was the thing.
Unironically, that looks kind of dope. I might actually play Horizon at this point. Because I love Lego. I love Lego games.
Horizon
What'd you say?
I said Horizon was pretty interesting. I heard the second one was a little less so.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
I might get that one on Switch. That might be a Switch title. Moving on, we have No More Room in Hell.
Death.
Is it like Left 4 Dead or some shit? Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're skipping over Harry Potter Quidditch Champions.
That's okay.
J.K. Rowling, Eat Shit and Die. And this was Cliff Bus, so
yeah.
This is like a Hello Neighbor type of escape game. It looks cute. I'm down.
Yeah.
Looks like fun. And this was
Outlaws.
This was Star Wars Outlaws.
I won't lie. The gameplay does look good. It has a mechanic where you could actually fly into the planet, unlike fucking Starfield. So that's also cool.
It did the No Man's Sky thing.
Yep.
Which is not easy to do, by the way. Like,
oh, I believe it.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
It does look gorgeous.
It really does. I won't sit here and lie.
Yeah, it's just what was the controversy around Star Wars Outlaws?
The price, $130 for like the Ultimate Edition, which is egregious.
What's the base price?
$70. Yeah.
Oh, it's from the. I kind of want to skip this. Like the people who made Gris and all the rest, they just make artsy fartsy games that just aren't necessarily my cup of tea.
Okay.
Civ 7.
If you would define.
You don't need to watch the trailer necessarily.
We know what it's gonna be.
We know what it's gonna be. It's fucking.
It shall be.
It's just a content trailer.
Yeah, it's Civ 7. Like that's.
I mean, it's dope. Don't get me wrong.
It's just not necessarily your cup of tea. I kind of like the Civ games a little bit, but I'm more of an RTS fan, if I'm being honest. I kind of prefer your Age of Empires, StarCraft, stuff like that a little bit more. When I get into the strategy games, but this, like, I know my buddy Declan is like geeked out his mind for it. Probably he and his whole family, they love the Civ games.
Yeah, simulation games are kind of hard for me. Or strategy games, whatever they're called.
So we got one. Next up, we have Once Human. I'm going to skip over the Wukong Black Myth again.
They built the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Its creatures show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing.
Is this just another?
Looks like Remnant.
It just look like Remnant, and it's like I never played Remnant. Is Remnant any good?
I played the original because it was given out on PlayStation Plus. It's okay. I could see it being fun as a co-op game because it is.
Yeah, that.
Wow, next month.
That might be one of those things where we would have to watch the whole trailer to get a better understanding.
Stand together.
Here's what we're both excited for to an extent.
Yes, sir.
Space Marine 2, baby.
The numbers are endless.
So I think it was the people behind Darktide, the technology they used for like the massive swarms of enemies and stuff, is being used here for Tyranids.
Oh.
I will take you all with me. Brothers, we fight! For Ultima!
Oh, interesting. So you're also,
died.
so they also have Chaos Space Marines you can play as. Nice.
I think it's a multiplayer situation for the play against each other, but co-op is full single player. Full campaign.
I see what you mean by saying September is stacked.
Yeah, September and fucking
like just
October.
the first 10 days alone, banger after banger after banger.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us.
This is some weeaboo shit. I'm skipping it.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, Batman Arkham Shadows is probably the better thing to look for anyways.
No.
Oh, it's
a
on...
fucking MetaQuest game. It's a fucking MetaQuest game. It's despicable. It's despicable. We don't have to do that.
I'm not doing Street Fighters. I'm not doing Tears of Metal. That just looks like more... Like...
It's a roguelike co-op game. Play that. You should definitely play that.
Dragon Ball?
Hello? What are we... Yes.
I have no respect for Dragon Ball, but because you asked.
Go fuck yourself. Because, oh my fucking god, I am so ready for Budokai Tenkaichi 4. That's what this is.
Ow! Wow, they're actually doing environment destruction.
Oh, they've had that since the PlayStation 2 era. We finally got a release date. Yes! 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 You don't understand. The fandom is going wild. October 11th is going to be the day. Do not hit me up. Do not ask for no podcast. Nothing.
Maybe I'll get Villainous in for that one. Hold on. What even is October the 11th? Let me actually look. See, October. Nah, that bitch is a Friday. It's a Friday. If I don't get you that Thursday, I ain't getting you at all.
Oh, we're recording early, my boy, but keep playing it, cause
we need to pick up the pace.
Oh, real quick, I just want to say about it. One interesting thing that I think even you'll say is cool. It has like alternative universe like decisions, but also people can make their own like separate decisions and what if scenarios and then like upload it.
Oh shit, so it's like doing the fucking Mario Maker shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. This is what's it called? Delta Force Hawk Ops. That just feels like it's an AI generated.
On your mark. Go.
Operation commences. Good luck.
I think this is supposed to be like a return to form, ultra realistic first person shooter military thing.
I guess. Like that's whatever. Who cares? See, Fury City of Wolves.
Time to set sail.
Did the geophysics need to be that fucking pronounced?
I guess so, man. I guess there, but
I know my buddy Ben's probably geeking at the Fatal Fury stuff.
I'm not the biggest fan of
fighting games,
Japanese style 2D fighting games. I mean, I like Tekken and Street Fighter, but like that's
Tekken and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
This is what, Battle Crush? Looks like a grid-based, kind of like a Fall Guys thing, but you're fighting each other. Interesting enough. We already saw Mecha Break. We already saw Mecha Break. We saw Blumhouse Games.
Yeah. So real quick, just to explain,
there's a few games.
Blumhouse movie studio is getting into video games. They picked up a whole bunch of little indie studios, and they're being the publisher for them.
Interesting.
Yep.
Crystal
Dark
Theater of
times
Idols.
await us. Vengeance will take shape.
This is giving me Resident Evil vibes.
Yeah, I think it's also multiple games.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cute. Damn.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
So it's just like a bunch of horror games and shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I am terrified to sleep, and I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
That's actually pretty cool. I like the art style of that game a lot.
Amy?
I'll save you, no matter what. Just go home, Viv.
Amy!
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer?
Interesting.
It should have some developer mode.
Okay, this is fun. Oh, they're doing Mighty Morphin Power. Oh, shit!
Like a TMNT beat 'em up type thing.
That's unironically dope as shit. That's cool as shit. I like that.
Yeah.
This can we skip this game? I just feel like this in the entire vibe of this is you're gonna cry. Actually, let's watch it. Why
Dear and boy.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Wow.
Yeah.
This game was due for an update. That's for damn sure.
This one looks interesting.
Glitterhead?
Yeah. It's like a Japanese-inspired Cronenberg-esque game. Like you infest the heads of people. Something like that. That looks cool.
It does look cool.
There's a reason why I'm
fucking Killer Beans.
So this is what these things are from. I just know them from the music video for Penis Music.
No, they're from I think it was The Matrix. The stunt coordination team made this as like a little screen test, and then it just took off.
called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do.
This is a multi.
They made me who I am, and I will make them pay for it.
That actually looks kind of dope.
Yeah, like a fun little indie adventure game just to fuck around in.
Yeah. I heard about this. Karen.
It looks interesting.
It's pretty. Desperate to get to the top of the mountain. She's like, oh, there. And then she sees, like, fuck, I got that to go that much more.
Literally.
None of these tasks are all that hard. They just take patience. And I'm not
Oh,
really
this
the
is
patient
cute.
type. But I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy.
Is it not a fun little tea shop game?
More than meets the eye.
I guess.
Ooh.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved. Awakening.
Interesting.
Remember stepping. Find your target
and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be.
Okay. This was a no trail what I was talking about.
Yeah, I thought so.
I played the demo. The demo's available. It's very good. All of you should go try it. It's wonderful. It's a tight roguelike. Not Souls-like. Nice. Souls-like. My bad. It just strikes me as like Stellar Blade Warframe.
I agree with you. Yeah, most of these games I'm not really gonna play.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, the summer. It's interesting. Now we're here with the Outer Sloth
I'm
games.
Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
This looks cute. I like this.
We are Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
We are Studio NE%, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
I love the art style of these.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released a demo for one-button bosses, or boss rush game with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
That's cool. This looks interesting.
Hey, I'm Buzzbon, game director at Huscroft, and this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities.
That's cute.
No.
I like that.
Fight off corpos, discover new Dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
How much you want to bet all the other people were camera shy and they didn't come on?
Literally, because they're all game developers.
Among Us?
It's getting a animated TV series.
You know what? I'll watch the pilot. Fuck it, why not? Patton Oswalt makes sense. Because he has like that thing he does with his voice where he's like, sounds very panicky when he's yelling.
Yeah, but like nobody else inspires good Among Us content.
I feel like Elijah Wood is uncanny enough that he could probably like do something. Elijah Wood strikes me as a whole ass nerd, so like maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, I know Anthony's losing his shit. Sonic X Shadow Generations.
With this power.
I will just say, if they do bring back the Sonic video game from like 2004, I would definitely get that. Where he's running around and shooting things. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yes.
That game was like hella panned though.
Oh, I don't think it'll ever be. I don't think it's being brought back, but I'm just saying if it is.
We don't need to go over Dune Awakening. That's just an RTS.
Battle Aces.
Nah.
stuff.
The finals, whatever. We already know about the finals. Alan Wake 2 DLC. I'm not an Alan Wake guy, so no way. New World. New World? That's a fucking name I haven't heard in a minute. The fuck is New World doing here?
This is Eternum.
Maybe an expansion?
In Night Springs.
Maybe? Hold on, let's I'm actually genuinely curious. New World Art.
AETERMUM.
AET. New World Eternum. What is it? Hold on, let's pull up the fucking actual thing. This is New World Eternum. Let's watch the trailer. Because there were we at least could get something of what all these things were. We don't know what is this.
Through the endless tides of time, they've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself. A cruel and beautiful paradise. Where primal forces clash over the island's deepest secrets. Where ancient mysteries awaken. To unleash the power of legends. Where blades and bows unite. Where heroes are forged. And demons are born. This is Eternum.
So what I'm thinking this is they're just bringing New World to console.
Sounds about right.
I thought it was gonna be we're gonna make another game, like a co-op game you can play with your friends and stuff within the world of Eternum with a different storyline and actual content. I don't know how good New World is right now. Maybe let's look at the news real quick and see. I will say to give, credit where credit is due. The New World devs do communicate with the community quite a lot, but I haven't heard anything about what's going on.
Yeah, I don't care enough about this to investigate it further.
Yeah,
you're asking the wrong one.
We're skipping Honkai Star Rail. Fuck that.
Okay.
Oh, Dark and Darker. Interesting. I think we might have an actual release and shit.
Full screen?
Do you know what Dark and Darker is?
No, but full screen?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Dark and Darker is think extraction shooter,
Okay.
But like low fantasy D&D.
Okay.
So it's like swords, magic, thievery, all that. You've done in dungeons. You get loot, you extract, so on and so forth. The game had to bounce for a little while because I think Square Enix or something like was trying to nail the developers, saying, "Hey, you used to work for us, and we had this as a concept idea, and you stole it and then made your own thing of it." And they're like, "No, we don't." They're just upset that like the game was doing well. So I think that's probably been resolved now, and they're coming back with a plot. Like people still play it, and you can buy it, get it through torrents and shit to be able to play online with other people. They don't like through like non-official servers and shit. Like and they're still developing the game and stuff, but you know, playing it through like shit like Steam and stuff like with the demo like that hasn't been a thing in a bit. Now? It's available now? Fuck, I might give it another shot and see if they've put some work in to make it a little more playable.
What is this?
This is Katsuni Gami Path of the Goddess. Just looks like a horde fighter thing. Hyperlight Breaker, Party Animals, Skate.
Yep.
Oh, you can make your own tracks. That's cool. So this is so I've covered this on the channel before, but I want to watch because I do enjoy Pow World. This is the new region that is being added to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, it comes up. Yeah, this month is really double whammies for everybody. Holy shit. Valorant console announcement. I'd say skip over to Monster Hunter Wilds.
Okay, but I will say this does look interesting.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Everybody is like, please let us romance the characters. The blacksmith lady is hot, and I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Draw time. Cover me.
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready.
Yeah, I know people are geeked and ready for Monster Hunter Wilds. I know, and it's also a co-op game too, so people will be able to play together. So that's fun.
Sure.
And last but not least is something called Phantom Blade Zero. There's been a resurgence in samurai games.
There definitely has.
Turn back before it's too late.
Is this a Souls-like?
I believe so. That's what it feels like.
I'm on board. I play it. Oh. Damn, they're really keeping this shit close to their chest. I see. And last but certainly not least,
it was Summer Games Fest.
This is Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
So we have the Star Wars official game. We have the official gameplay. Assassin's Creed Shadow gameplay, Mirage, Pax Romana, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, Battlecore Arena, Monopoly, Prince of Persia Lost Crown, Sands of Time, Skull and Bones Season 2. Can I be completely honest with you?
We don't have to go over this.
None of this looks like... Here's a little bit of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Show a little bit of Star Wars Outlaws. I know we did, but like, give around that.
That's all you needed to see. That's all you needed to know.
I just want to go back to Outlaws real quick. Just want to see a little bit of actual, like, on feet.
Way in with the hot cartel. This heavily guarded fortress.
All right.
I mean,
maybe
it looks
there's a
dope.
data pad or something that can tell me who that old gunslinger is.
This is what I want to see.
I kind of feel you. I'm kind of over Tatooine.
Yeah, it's just it's not interesting enough. I'm sorry. It's a fucking desert. I've seen it enough.
Can I be honest? If you want to play the best Star Wars game that makes you feel like that's like an adventure game and enjoyable and tons of stuff to do and it's super rewarding to play. If you want to play like the best Star Wars game that's out right now, go play Lego Star Wars: the Skywalker Saga. Okay. You play through all 9 movies. The entire the galaxy is like there's a huge map. You can go back to all of them in free play mode. There's tons of unlockables and collectibles. It is a joyous occasion and it's funny and it's a goofy fun game. If you want to play any Star Wars game that's an adventure game that's worth a damn, go play that. Like that.
I just got the Galactic Edition for $20. So,
yeah, enjoy it. You'll enjoy that. That's like if it's in. And can I tell you something else? It is a absolute joy to play with your partner. So definitely something you should play with Noelia.
Good.
So that's Ubisoft Forward, the Summer Games Fest, and the Xbox Showcase. Jesus Christ. Honestly, I'm surprised that only took us I'm surprised it only took us 2.5 hours to do. Or 2 hours to do. Genuinely.
Yeah.
But
the little 30-minute pod we had in the beginning for the audio listeners.
Yeah, those poor bastards. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching.
We did it.
This has been The Rundown. I am your host, Evan from HIMediaTV. If you want to support this show, you can do so at himedia.gg/tip. $1 a month is a boon to my mental health. It also gives you early access and exclusive content on our Discord, as well as other perks. Please feel free to join our Discord at himedia.gg/discord, and we hope to see you in the community then. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to also follow and go bother Brian here, you can find it on Instagram at no.2_Brian. And I'm about to get his fucking YouTube presence fixed a little bit after this episode. But please feel free to go hit him up there. I love y'all's faces. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.